Yo, what is going on, you search and destroy savages? It's your boy Tupac, back again today. And now, the title, I'm not gonna lie, is probably a little bit deceiving, probably a little bit misleading as well, but you know, it doesn't matter. It is pretty much the new laser beam attachment, and the reason I'm calling it new is because it's recently been patched. Now, some of you guys might be wondering what the hell I'm talking about at this point in time. I'm talking about the Verex 3 sight and the Recon sight. Now, nobody uses these sights in Black Ops 3, and if they do, and I like last alive in S&D and I'm spectating a teammate that's using a Recon or a Verex 3, I'm like, this kid has no idea what he's doing. We've already lost. But now, things have changed, the tide has changed. The Verex 3 is literally godlike. I'm not kidding you guys. It's recently been patched to have like 2 grips worth of less recoil. It's like 2 grips on the one gun. It is literally turns any gun into a laser beam. This FFAR, guys, you would know is an absolute recoil machine. Even if you haven't used it, you might have picked it up once and been like, what the hell is this funky recoil? The FFAR, if you guys didn't know, haven't watched any of my latest videos, it's basically the Vesper assault rifle. It is literally a high fire rate, absolute machine, pay to win weapon, but it has so much funky recoil that it like takes away from it. But not with this Verex 3. I'm kidding you not, guys. If you put the Verex 3 on the FFAR, it is without a question of a doubt a top tier, overpowered, pay to win piece of shit. Now, I didn't even see that guy and I somehow destroyed him, clutched up for the hater, probably should have died, sprinted around the corner. This guy was prone on the ground in front of me and I somehow managed to clean him up. I'm not even sure how, but I'm not going to complain. I take what I get. Now, I am using the Verex 3 on the FFAR, but on SMGs in this game, I find that the Recon is better. I don't know what it is, but it just feels better to have a Recon sight on SMGs if you want to cut off their recoil. Both work the same way, except with Verex you can zoom in and zoom out. I typically use the Verex 3 zoomed out, it just feels better. Like, before this patch, I would never use the Verex 3. I think I used it like a couple times in like hardcore to get long shots when I was going for Dark Matter, but like, actually, no, I lie. I used it on the Man of War. I told you guys in my best creator class video to use the Verex 3 on the Man of War. And before the patch, it was good. It did cut off the recoil a little bit, but it's literally twice as good now. It is amazing. Like, it cuts off the recoil double. Both the Recon sight and the Verex 3 turn guns in Black Ops 3 into absolute laser beams. Now, when I used to run Verex 3, I always put grip on as well, because I figured if you're going to put Verex on, you may as well stack it with grip and just turn your gun into an absolute laser. But I didn't know this, but it actually doesn't help it. If you got a Verex on, the grip does nothing. Like, it's already got the recoil cut in half pretty much. And like the grip on it as well doesn't do anything. Like, probably a balancing aspect, like having them both combined, especially after the patch, would just be way too overpowered. But so if you're gonna run the Verex 3, don't put grip on. It frees up that extra attachment slot and you can run like something else, like be it rapid fire, long barrel, suppressor like I got on here. And speaking of retards, not that I mentioned them, but what was that? I see level 1 noobs die by bombs, but a level 1000 sitting in hunted next to the bomb trying to destroy a shock charge while the bomb's about to blow and I die by it. Now, that was my first game on, cut me some slack, but I am retarded, there's no doubt about it. How the hell do you die by bomb being level 1000, only play search and destroy, and don't realize the bomb's about to blow? I struggled to kill that last guy. He ran away and I sat in that room and tried to destroy a shock charge. Like, I don't even know. I haven't even got words. I left it in there because that is like the stupidest thing I've done in like a long time. Me dying by a bomb that's about to blow up, that I knew was about to blow up. All I would have to do was take 2 steps and I wouldn't have died there. But you know, I am slightly retarded apparently. Now, let's get back on the topic here. Apart from me being retarded, which is obviously evident seeing I just died there, this attachment, I cannot stress enough, is amazing. Like, look at that guy. He was on a head glitch. I had a long distance engagement. I had a goddamn CUDA and I destroyed him with no problem. Like, it just seems to cut the recoil like none other. Like, grip in this game cuts recoil, but this Verex sight is twice as good as having a grip on your gun. Like, it is literally amazing. Yes, on some guns like the M8A7, the ones that don't recoil recoil all that much. You wouldn't need it on, but it's even good on the guns like the M8. Like, after I got the gameplays for this, I didn't want to take it off. Yes, when I started using it, this ugly ass sight like threw me off. Like, if you're used to running red dots like normal people, this is going to take some time to get used to, but once you do, like, I cannot stress enough or say amazing enough, because even after I got the gameplays for this, I still wanted to use it just because I'd fallen in love with this attachment. Like, I don't know what it is, just turning every gun into a laser beam is so much fun in Black Ops 3. Now, I also better mention that the boa sight got a buff as well in terms of centering speed. Now, that's not necessarily recoil, but it sort of is. Like, the center speed is how long it takes your sight to get back in target. Like, it helps a little bit with the recoil, your center speed of your gun, but more comes in handy when you're like burst firing. Like, it quickly gets back on a target. So I think it's got increased center speed. I have used it. It's not bad, but it's got nothing on the Verix 3 or the Recon. It is slightly easy to use and like takes a bit less to get used to the boa if you're running red dots. But like, the boa still, in my opinion, doesn't have as good of a like recoil reduction as the Verix 3 or the Recon. Like, it helps a little bit now. They've made it better, but I still suggest using something like this or just trying this out. You can give the boa a go, but I don't know about the boa. Like, I used it a few games and I swear I get funky hit reg. Like, yes, it's sort of good having better center speed, but the simple fact that you just get such a recoil benefit from having the Verix on, I'd rather run something like this if I wasn't going to run a red dot. Like, yes, red dots are still good, but if you want to have some fun, throw on the Verix. Still, in my opinion, the best gun to run with the Verix sight is the Man-O-War, like I said in my creator class video, but now it's even better than ever. Like, before it was good, and now it is amazing. Now, I did end up getting a gameplay with the Verix 3 Man-O-War today, but I'm not even going to include it to this video because I got that many gameplays with a variety of weapons. Like, when on this channel are you going to see me use a suppressed Kuda? Like, I've got a hater before with the suppressed Kuda. I never uploaded it though. It was on Metro. It was sort of like a slow game. But like, this gun is garbage. Like, I wouldn't say garbage. It's like, it's not bad, but like, if you put a suppressor on it, you take away its range, it's pretty bad. But I threw the Verix 3 on and somehow I just made it work. Like, if you put the Verix on, it just makes guns have zero recoil. So where a suppressed Weevil would be one of the weakest weapons in the game, you throw like something like a Verix on it and give this gun like literally no recoil, it turns into what would be absolutely awful to something that's not bad at all. Now, I think I've done enough preaching in this video already about how good the Verix and Recon now is. Like, it wasn't bad. Actually, no, it was bad before. Like, this thing's chunky, it gets in your way, it didn't do a whole lot, but now that it does a whole lot much more, like, I expect to see more Verix 3. I expect my subscribers now to be using this or giving it a go, see if they can get used to it, see if they enjoy it, because I've definitely had a lot of fun with it. Just remember, do not put grip on when you're using Verix, because when you got the Verix on, the grip's going to do absolutely nothing, so you're better off with like an extra perk or an extra attachment or whatever you want to put on your class. Now, as most of you guys would already know, I've created a group called Zeus of S&D, which groups is a new feature they've added to Black Ops 3. It basically allows you to find players to play with. Like, if you want to play some Search and Destroy and you want to find a party, the group I created is literally the best way to do it. Like, if you're looking for Search and Destroy players, all you need to do is join the group, go to the roster, and the roster will tell you who's online and who's not online, and like, just throw an invite at people that are online and start up a party if you want to play some Search and Destroy, especially if you haven't got your contract wins yet and you want that free weapon and supply drops. Get a party going and go for them wins. Probably the best way to do it. Now, the group, I'm not gonna lie, is still a little bit laggy. Like, all the groups feature, they've just added it. It's either there's too many people using groups or like whether they haven't patched it yet and some stuff still needs to be done, but the feature's a little bit laggy. Like, especially when you're going through the roster, you'll still be able to find a few people online, send them an invite and start parties that way. It's probably the new best way. Like, my community was a pretty good place before, like if you just wrote in there to like get a party started, but I don't think you always get notified. Like, you had to sort of get lucky if you write in there and say party up, because like, not everyone's viewing the community at the one time, obviously, and like, they didn't get notifications as you posted in there, which is sort of good, otherwise it'd be too spammy, like people just constant notifications coming off my community. But with their group, like literally just send someone an invite, and if they join you can start a party. Probably the best way to find a Search and Destroy party, simply because like I got 300 people in my group at the moment, which is probably one of the bigger Oz Search and Destroy groups. well, without a doubt, it probably is the biggest. Like, I've had a look at a few other groups, and there's like 20 people in there, but there's 300 people that play Search and Destroy in this group. So if you're looking to find a party, my group's the best way to do it. Now, you can also be in more than one group. Like, you don't need to just be in the one group. Like, if you got a few mates in one group, you can also just join this one as well. Now, another thing is, I wish they added it better. Like, I wish there was a clan tag feature. You could level your group up, like it'd be more of a clan, and you get like a different colored clan tag, like a few of the other Call of Duties have. Like, I wish they did it that way. It's so much better, like having a clan feature with like different colored clan tags, so you can like see who's in what clan, like in your lobby. Like, I wish Call of Duty Black Ops did it that way. They never have in the past, but other CODs have. I don't understand why they haven't added it to their COD, because it's such a good feature. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to smack that like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit that one too. Thanks, guys.